everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So, this actually came to my attention a few days ago, but I kind of wanted to let things play out and see what was the reason for this and what actually happened. But I ran across this video from one of my 3%er brothers. Those of you that don't know, I'm very patriotic. I am a 3%er. For anybody that says 3%ers are racist, these are mostly veterans, and most veterans aren't racist because we've been in those foxholes with people from all over the world. And as for me personally, what I've experienced is when all this COVID-19 stuff hit, the China virus, because it's from China, you can call it the Wuhan virus. So when it all hit, all these white guys from the 3%er nation that I know personally are calling me up, Dan, do you have all the supplies you need, brother? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Do you have enough ammo? Like, well, you never have enough ammo. I'll come home to boxes of ammo in front of my house. Do you have enough food? Like, yeah, bro, I got enough food. It's like, do you need anything for your bug out bag? I need nothing for my bug out bag. I'm packed, I'm ready to go if something if it gets any worse. And actually to the point to these guys where it just, honestly, I love my 3%er brothers, but it kind of became annoying every 5 seconds. But, so this guy, he's on the YouTube channel, Heavy Duty Country. I recommend you subscribe. Good dude. Tell him the Dan Dawson Show sent you. And what he's saying, I can't argue with. Because now it doesn't really matter what the reason for this 5-year-old Collins execution was. The fact that people try to justify it is sickening. I'm going to play this for you, and I want you to listen to what he says. Words of caution. He does get very animated. There's a lot of cuss words in here.
Cannon Hennon was an innocent little boy with a full life ahead of him until some piece of garbage walked up to him, put a gun in the back of his head, and shot him. What kind of psychopath would do that to someone, let alone an innocent child? And for what? Just because you felt like it? Or was it for Black Lives Matter to get revenge for all the slights that y'all feel like you've had? Well, I just have one thing to say to you. Fuck you. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Fuck your liberal ways of looking at life. And fuck Darius Sessions. If you have to put a color in front of Lives Matter, you're racist. Period. Prison is getting out of this way too easy for this thug. They need a new kind of punishment for people like this. All I have to say for you Black Lives Matter people still out there protesting, not caring about this poor little boy, thinking that you're still being treated unfairly and that cops don't like us and all this, fuck your bullshit. Yeah, maybe at one point you were unfairly treated by a cop. I've had it done to me, but at least he didn't put a gun in the back of our head and blow it off. But that's what this guy did to this little 6-year-old boy or 5-year-old. Don't even try to compare it to George Floyd or any of the other thugs who got killed, because that was their own doing. This is a boy, an innocent kid outside playing on a bike. You got some thug who comes out there and says, oh yeah, it'll work. Oh man. And what is Black Lives Matter doing about this? Nothing. And then you have some other thug who's on Facebook praising the execution of Cannon. Are you fucking kidding me? And what is Black Lives Matter doing about that guy sitting there and praising the dude who shot Cannon, saying, yeah, it's time for revenge? So let me just put this very simply for all y'all. Leave children out of it. If you got a problem with me or any of the other proud Americans, come up and say it to our face. But you won't do it. Because I will show you what America's about. So let me draw a line in the proverbial sand here, because I am tired of seeing y'all destroy America and now kill innocent children. To those who support Black Lives Matter or even say it, you're nothing to me. I don't look at you as an American. And I don't care what color you are. I have some really good black buddies that I'd die for, but they sure aren't bitching and complaining about all the stuff Black Lives Matter's doing and taking on a victim mindset. No, they're strong
See, and I'm going to pause it right there. If you want to watch the rest of the video, I'm going to actually share his video on the Facebook portion of this. But he hit on something very, very important. They don't have the victim mindset, which is one of the things wrong with the black community. I saw on my Facebook page, and I deleted a lot of people for this bullshit. You're trying to say, well, it wasn't the same as George Floyd. It's a 5-year-old kid being shot. And if you watch, they do the same thing in the black community. BLM does. Remember when the 8-year-old black kid was shot in his own yard when he went outside to play? You notice mainstream media didn't cover that because it doesn't fit the Black Lives Matter narrative. And now, if you target a kid because he's white, and now I'm learning the story that it wasn't because of that. The killer and the father were associates or whatever, something to do with drugs, but you killed a kid. And then, if you're Black Lives Matter or you're screaming Black Lives Matter, you're coming out and saying that you support that. That you support that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Have you lost your mind? This is really disappointing. Like, is this what the world's come to? You're going to justify killing a child because you think you've been mistreated? When honestly, you should be mistreated because you ain't done shit. It's just really disappointing to me. Even when young black kids were being killed in Chicago, nobody stepped forward. And if you look on YouTube, you'll see black groups calling out BLM for not speaking on black killers of black children because it doesn't fit their narrative. Their narrative is to cause division. That's why they support shit like this. So if you're someone that supports killing a 5-year-old child for your political narrative, then fuck you because you're a piece of shit. So that's all Dan has to say, and I got a little worked up in that one, and I apologize. But I did want you to see that because I watched it and it really kind of touched me. So thank you for watching the Dan Dawson Show. Tune in for the next episode.